Okay, so I never do this because of reasons I don't like people getting into my Facebook or getting into my business or put my family's business out there. But when it comes down to schools and elections, especially in the town of Clifton, um, I feel that we need to get more involved. And um, I like to support a gentleman that you don't question his attitude, you don't question his motives, you don't question anything that he does because everything that he does is for his town and for the education of the children in this town. Um, Clifton is now looking for a new superintendent. Hopefully, we move along with uh, someone new who's bringing in new ideas, who can bring in new innovations and move the Clifton education forward, um, in which we need a little more step up than the last 30 years. But I like to recommend the voters in Clifton, in which I've been in Clifton for over 16 years now. I am a homeowner. I was a business owner. But I would like to support Tafari Anderson for his continuing support and continuing moving the educational system forward. He is running for the school board again. I've been following this man for a very long time. We've met. I like to consider him a friend because he does things. He does things for the town. Every way you look, every time you ask for something, it gets done. There is no questions. He just moves forward whatever it is that you give him. The good thing about Tafari is that he just doesn't move forward with something that you give him. He does his little investigation because for him, there's always two sides of the story. Um, I know that there's a lot of parents that get frustrated and they start complaining to the board about their teachers or about the buildings or about this, that, and the other. Because we parents love our children and we need to make sure that our children are doing a better job. Um, but again, I would like to support Tafari because he does that. He likes to look at all sides of the story. He just doesn't move forward with something you give him. He takes the complaint or the problem and moves it to a point where he investigates it. If it's true, he's going to acknowledge it. He's going to put it into the system, and we're going to see some progress being made. Um, so, again, come out and support Tafari Anderson for your Clifton board. Um, If this man was to run right now for your town mayor, I wouldn't see a problem voting for him either. Clifton is a great town. I never had a problem with Clifton. When I chose this town was for the school system for my daughter, and it's paid off immensely. And when I met Tafari a good 10 years ago, I think. He said something to me and he got it done. And this is why I pledge my loyalty to a candidate like Tafari Anderson. Again, support your candidates, support your schools. If you want your children to move forward in the education today, it just doesn't start on the board. It just doesn't start on the superintendent. It starts at your table. The way you eat with your children and the way you talk to your children, education starts at home. And then the board of education and the teachers and the superintendent will move that agenda forward. Again, support Tafari Anderson as your candidate. Thank you and goodbye.